Hi, how are you? I'm Anthony from Cypher House, and today I'm back with some more of Island Puzzle Hunt. We've renovated most of our house, we have one feeder puzzle left to go, and then we're on to the meta, where we're building our deck. So let's jump on in with the puzzle Doubled Digits. Crossword puzzle, let's go! Double digits. As you enter the trophy room, you see the back of a jersey, and someone shouts, 61 down! Okay, so 61 down is important. Cry just before the first pitch. First pitch, is that a baseball thing? I guess we're just gonna start working on a crossword here. Why not? Incredible surname. Is it the last name of the characters in The Incredibles? What was it? Park? Pork? Pink? Helen Parr. Yeah, okay, it's probably Parr. Piece of candy with a smiling balloon logo on its wrapper. Airheads, apparently. Sound of leaves in the wind is a rustle. 14 across. In place of is Lou. 17 characters' trajectories are arcs. They're character arcs. They're issued by universities and DMVs is IDs. 29 less tan is paler. 20 across. Oh, really? Oh, it's gonna be shut up. I'm wondering if shut up is actually wrong. Because I think platypi is the variant spelling of the echidna relative. 23 across. What not to eat per a Frank Zappa song with the line, watch out where the huskies go. We have a bunch of years for things, and I think it's all of our across answers where 3 of the letters are circled. So Frank Zappa says, don't eat the yellow snow. So somehow 2020 might relate to WSN. The cranberries blank to my family. I'm guessing it's ode, but I have to look it up to be sure. 15, we have helper. I'm guessing aid. 8 down, according to, is per. Genre for Blackpink. Yeah, it looks like it's K-pop. Okay, I think 20 across is now That's So. Island often called Borinquen by its inhabitants. Let's Google. Puerto Rico. T-O-R. That has the date of 2022. Gross food that pigs somehow enjoy. Slop. Enticed. Lured. 13 down, trouble is ado. Okay, vibe is aura. Word for bullied that comes from a Trojan warrior's name. Is it hectored? 27 across, part of AIM. Ah, AOL is part of AOL Instant Messenger. Love it when there's an acronym inside of another acronym. Ah, sriracha sauce. Why didn't I know sriracha had this R between the S and the I? 31 across. Blue? Sacre bleu! 26 down. Middle-earth brutes are orcs. Let's see if we can get 34 across. Units equal to about 16.387 milliliters. Cubic inches, I think. So now we have CIN in circles, as well as the number 2023. Okay, 21 down, the good speller is a sorcerer. Someone who's good at casting spells. 44, cartoon character in The Old Man Yells at Cloud meme. It's Abe Simpson, apparently. Extremely rich fur trader whose grandson died on the Titanic. That seems easy to look up. Seems it's John Jacob Astor. What you shouldn't give out when someone asks, can I have your digits? Probably social security number, SSN. 45, we need organizations for playing sports for fun, familiarly. Is it rec leagues? So we can add CLE and the number 1908 to our list of circles that I don't know what they're for yet. What's 51 across? Account that's not one's main. Familiarly, this is an alt account. We've got a kitty purring real loud. Yeah. Good girl, Neri. I think 32 down, mimicked is going to be acted like. Pittsburgh summer hours. It's Eastern Standard Time. I think so. I can never keep the standard time versus the daylight time correct. Is 55 across plural? Unwise. Ill. I think it's ill-advised. Okay, maybe it is actually Eastern Daylight Time. I almost forgot, we also need to keep an eye out for 61 down, so I'm just gonna do that to remind myself. 59 across, most aerodynamic is sleekest. Sunny side up alternative. Over easy? Blank Ailey, founder of the eponym of an American dance theater. It's apparently Alvin. Gap could be Gab. 61 down. You see the back of a jersey and someone shouts this. Also, cry just before the first pitch. I think it's play ball. 80 down. Come back down is land, like a plane. They originate from a cross between a Golden Delicious and a Kid's Orange Red. So is some kind of apple. It's gala, some kind of gala. Just gala apples. First, second, and third, but not fourth. Bases. 65 across, the defensive maneuver in soccer that could lead to a penalty call is a slide tackle. Result of scoring in many sports, but not the one central to this puzzle. Well, the central sport to this puzzle seems to be baseball. Option in a famous soliloquy, or, when said aloud, the column on the relevant batting stat page that will help you identify one player per team. Okay, so 88's doing a lot of work to help us figure out what's going on with the puzzle. I think it's going to be to be or not to be. What's 76 down? Cleopatra's undoing is an asp. Marinade made with chili peppers. It's going to be adobo sauce. 81 across. Indigenous Andeans who believe in the heavenly llama, who drinks ocean water and pees it out as rain. Wow, I gotta check that. Imara. 69. Things a friend should keep. Secrets. Goes brown, perhaps, is probably rots. And Ecuador is the country closest to outer space. Okay, we filled the grid. We have a bunch of circled letters. We know from play ball that the puzzle is themed around baseball. And then this clue, the option in a famous soliloquy is to be, but when it's said aloud, it's the column on the relevant batting stat pages that will help you identify one player per team. So I'm looking up batting stats. To be. We're looking at the to be column. Is that when a batter reaches, it's how many doubles they got? When a batter reaches on a hit and stops at second base. Yeah. Okay, so 2B is the column that we're interested in. And then the teams, I'm guessing the teams are what's being circled in the gray cells here. The year is probably telling us to look for a specific year on that team, maybe? Okay, so for Puerto Rico, the year is 2022. So I'm going to set that year on my table here. The team is TOR. TOR is the Toronto Blue Jays. So let's only look at the Toronto Blue Jays. We're in the year 2022. I'm in my column 2B, and hopefully they want me to pick the highest option. So this one, TOR in 2022, was Bo Bichetti. Now this is interesting. I didn't notice this for any other team, but for Boston in 2020, I'm seeing 3 players who all have the highest 2B. So maybe I'm not always looking for the highest, but if it's not always the highest, how do I know what I'm looking for? The flavor text also says we're looking at the back of people's jerseys. So maybe this doesn't help with there being multiple people who are the highest for this season. But maybe I'm looking at their jersey numbers to get letters that way. Bo Bichette is jersey number 11. So that's a K. Spencer Steer is also number 7. Those are both G's. So I'm actually wondering if maybe I'm supposed to index into their name with their jersey number. I'm actually having a lot of trouble finding Napla Joey's jersey number. All right, let me just go down to this last team. I haven't even looked at this one yet. It's the Los Angeles Angels, and we need the year 2021. Jared Walsh. He's number 25. Oh, well, there goes my index into their names idea. The fact that I'm not finding what I think I need for Napla Joey, and the fact that there are multiple players for this category makes me think I'm doing something wrong in the looking up of this information. I just remembered the name of the puzzle is called Doubled Digits. What could the point of that be? Oh, it's about people who got doubles. Okay, so that's not actually that helpful at this point. Maybe I'm just supposed to diagonalize their names now? Breldel. So, like, is there any other way marinade made with chili peppers could translate to one of these people somehow? The column on the relevant batting stat pages that will help you identify one player per team. So how am I supposed to identify one player on this team from the 2B column? It basically means we can't be taking the highest one. We have to be taking a different number that happens to have a unique, like, player for this season. But how do we get that number? It's not the number of the across. Would it be like the first player to hit double digits because the puzzle's called Doubled Digits? I think I'm gonna have to grab a hint for this one. I'm not seeing what I'm missing with extracting these players. Okay, so first, what's the hint about circled cells? Each circled trigram can be associated with a Major League Baseball team. Okay, I feel like we already knew that. Let's try the now what column. Find a list of stats for the players of these teams for the year given in the clue. Use the puzzle's title and 88 across to pinpoint a player from each team. Yeah, I can't think of how to do that in any way other than just taking the top player for 2Bs. Doubled digits? Oh, is it possible? So 11 is 1 and 1, and I'm looking at my 1908 page for Cleveland, and there's a 1 and 1 here as well. So is it maybe the player who has the same digit twice? There's a player in 2022 on Toronto who got 22. Okay, so I was able to find one unique player on each team who had double digits for their 2B column on these teams for the years given in the clues. I'm thinking now is when looking at the back of their jersey is important. So I'm going to try to look up each of these players' jersey numbers. I have no idea how I'm going to extract a letter with 29. It doesn't look like it's as easy as a simple index because you have some really high numbers like 34. You know, what are we indexing into that's 34 letters long? Maybe the clues? Some of the clues are really long for these. Ill-advised, we need the 13th letter. Well, there's only a few letters in that. So this indexing idea is out the window. Oh, okay, I think I see it. I feel like the jersey number thing might have been a red herring. If we use the number of 2Bs, but we chop one of the two numbers off. So Springer, we take the number 2, and we take the second letter of his last name, we get P. The first letter of Eaton is an E. Second letter of Friedel is an R. The first letter of Turner is a T. The second letter of Munchie is a U. First letter of Rogers is an R. First letter of Bradley is a B. And first letter of Stacy is an S. That spells perturbs, which could very well be the answer to this puzzle. I think I'm going to try it. Perturbs was correct. All right, with that, we have only one puzzle left, and it's the meta puzzle, building the deck. So let me know your thoughts about this puzzle, as well as the puzzle hunt as a whole. Are you excited for the meta puzzle in the next video? I know I'm excited. Until then, I hope that everybody has a great day, and as always, happy escaping. Bye!